I'm coming through, my boy. I'm sounding decent.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's going on, y'all? You got CJ 100,
Your guy Tez the Fire.
and we are the 5100 Podcast.
Zersky.
Back at you with another live show. We got some grown man business to talk about tonight. No reactions, no hot topics. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking on something that's not sexy. But we don't really do sexy, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're talking about me when it comes to the ladies, you know what I'm saying? You married, I get to say that. I'm not married, so whatever. But anyway, my boy, how's it going?
Man, everything good, bro. Went to see the folks, observing this No Shave November. And bro, did you know that No Shave November was in recognition of men's mental health?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember when they talked about it. Yep.
Now that I know that, I'm gonna have to observe this a little bit more because that's something that don't get talked about. Ain't no commercial going on right now about men's mental health and No Shave November. So I think I'm gonna rock with that for a minute.
Okay. Well, let's get the people in the building, man. So shout out to Jenny Morena, one of the best moderators in the game. Thank you for coming through, love. Lady Navoa, show up every single time, you know what I'm saying? Bounce between 150 shows. She learned from the best Jenny, so shout out to you too, Miss Lady. And shout out to Dusto, aka Scam Likely. He come through with dust. Appreciate you showing up, my brother. And you know, Big Hank. That's our guy, man. Shout out to our guy. I think what you doing your first show Monday, brother, right? Your show, The Basement, where you're talking about sports and stuff, right? So I'll definitely be there. You know what I'm saying? After work, I'm coming through. So shout out to Hank, man. And y'all go subscribe to his new platform, man. One of the mods drop his link in the chat for it. So my boy, I'm gonna let you get in there. Go ahead.
So look, man, we're gonna be having this conversation tonight about brotherhood and about how brotherhood needs to be mutual. Me and CJ done been in this YouTube space, podcast space, and even outside of this area, YouTube and stuff. We have tried to forge brotherships, because we understand that a rising tide lifts all boats.
Fact.
And in order for us to be that rising tide, we got to be able to work together with no agendas, with no ulterior motives, without trying to look down on nobody else, without trying to take the shine from somebody else.
Right.
Because when we take away the selfishness in us, it helps everybody else. Now, I'm not saying you blow your channel up or you blow your situation up for nobody. But what I'm saying is, if you have lumber and I need it for a house, and you said, no, I just want to keep it to myself, that doesn't help the community. And man, we're going to be hitting this from a couple different angles tonight, but that's what our preface is. So every brother that's watching this, even sisters, but we definitely talking to the brothers tonight. We want y'all to listen 100%, be in here with us. If you agree, let us know. If you disagree, let us know. But we trying to really build a network. We trying to really build a brotherhood that's built on respect, honor, and loyalty.
Facts. And I think some people believe that it's not possible through the internet, right?
Right.
And I wouldn't say we're too far from that belief or disbelief, right? Because we see so much go on in this space that it can kind of deter you from your message or kind of discourage you from creating a platform. It gets difficult, bro. It definitely gets difficult, but we still got belief. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I want to shout out to some more people that came in the chat. Shout out to Jill's Chocolate Boutique, aka Chocolate Drop. Shout out to Savannah Area, aka the woman underneath the world class covering. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Sir Hell Speaks, man. Always coming through the show love, man. One of the biggest guys in this space doing great things, man. And my guy Black Man Unfiltered.
Yes, sir.
He is he said he is in New Orleans. Yeah, I seen him in the water with them gators.
With them there gators.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen you, my brother. Hope you're living it up. Lay off the fried gator, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Watch that figure, you know what I'm saying? Cause that shit do be getting good. That good jambalaya, you know what I'm saying? Look, Zion had a hard time keeping that weight down there. I'm saying, like, that's some good cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. So, look, man, I appreciate everybody for being here, but we finna go ahead and cook. Y'all forgive us because we not gonna be paying to the chat enough tonight. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Don't think we don't appreciate it, but we got something to cook on tonight for real that we got to go ahead and get done. All right. So, how long we been in this space, Ted? It's almost a year and a half.
Yeah, podcasting over 2.
Yeah.
YouTube, yeah, maybe about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen. Well, let me say this for me, right quick. As a viewer of this space, I've probably been here 7 years, 7 years. I saw the rise of people like Angry Man. I kind of caught Kevin Samuels late, but I kind of saw his rise too. Tommy Sotomayor, you know, the big name guys, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Obsidian. Mm-hmm. I've seen some of these guys, and I've seen how they progressed in this space, and some degress, right? They went in the opposite direction, right? And just being a viewer of the space, you know, I think motivated me by myself at first to want to do it. Then me and you linked and kind of had the same idea. Come to find out, we have been seeing some of the same content before we ever knew who each other were. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, being the fact that we're in this space now, how do you feel that you're in it? You know, being in the last year, bro. What are your thoughts of being in it now?
Man, it's a lot different from being a viewer than being an active participant. I can tell you that. Like you said, bro, I'm like you, man. I was a little bit behind on the space as well. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you said 7 for me, maybe 5, 4. Mm-hmm. And bro, watching this space as a viewer, you believe everybody cool. You don't know there's no beefs unless something really go down.
Right.
You know, but besides that, you think everybody friends, you know, because they hop on a panel like, oh man, dude, cool with this guy. You think that until you actually get in the space, and some of them same guys won't respond to an email. Even, you know, you start to see how it's really not about the brotherhood the way they make it seem. A lot of the time it's an act. We say this all the time. It's a lot of the time you have people that are personalities and not people. They have to put on this show for YouTube, but behind the scenes they are nothing that they say they are. And bro, that's one thing that me and CJ pride about ourselves and about the 5100 podcast. Bro, we tell y'all about our real life. We give y'all the examples that we done really been through. These ain't talking points. This ain't stuff that I done studied from a book. This came out the book of Tez and the book of CJ.
the book of Tez Defy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, oh shit. Look, Dusto.
That's why we were gonna turn the chat off.
You know what? We're gonna that's exactly what we're gonna do. Don't turn the damn chat off. You can do that, can you? Can
Nah, I know we can. I know from our side we can okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it off the chat for myself. Was it turned off on your end?
Nah, I know how to do it though.
Okay.
I know how to do it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, so before we done, I did want somebody to do this, so I'm glad they did it. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hink's channel. That is our brother. We've had great conversations with this man. Y'all know who Hink is. I mean, he's the guy that that shut down Lapeef in a whole Kentucky type of way. You dig what I'm saying? And he always come on our page and our channel to show us love. We've been in the foxhole in these spaces with him for a while now. So shout out to him. Make sure y'all go subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Now, I am done with the comment section. All right, I'm done with the comment section. I can't promise it, but I'm trying because I got a lot to say. Right. So off of what you said, I think one example of what you're talking about, whether you agree with this example or not, it kind of speaks to the feeling that some might have had about the space. When Kevin Samuels would always say, "No men," you know what I mean? Like, it would feel like he was excluding you, right? It would feel like this wasn't a platform for men, like he might have said it was. Now, did I agree with that? No, but I could see how somebody could perceive him never open up, like rarely ever opening up the call line for men to call in and kind of speak about the things that we deal with, and what we wanted to see happen in the space, right? And I can understand that frustration, but that's the part of content creation that you don't understand until you're a content creator. You might feel as if they're wronging you or not showing you enough support. But what you start to understand as a viewer, what you need to start understanding as a viewer, is that they don't owe you understanding as far as what they're doing on their own platform. They don't owe you to respond to everything you say. They don't owe you to respond to every email. But initially you could feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So kind of wanted to bring that example up. How you feel about that?
Yeah, bro. I guess, man, when I look at it too, is, are we really trying to build? I mean, and that's what I said, bro. I understand it. Sometimes it do be about numbers. Like, I can't mess with this person because they got 100 subscribers and I got 1 million. But I always look at them. What's going on, man?
You look good over here.
I'm having technical issues on my side.
You coming through clear on this side.
Okay. But yeah, I always look at examples like that, and to me it'd be like, okay, is it about creating this community or not? Or is it really about the money? Is it about the situation of what do I need to gain? What do I have to get from this? Because of a lot of the time, bro, when you dealing with brothers, they might not have nothing to bring as far as money, but they might have something else to bring. Information, knowledge, connections. You just never know. So, bro, for me, I just always look at them situations like, who really trying to build and how can I sort them out? How can I figure out who really is on what me and CJ on? And the more and more we stay in this space, the more and more we start to see who really about it and who talking about it.
Yeah. And that's like because you try to give people the benefit of the doubt. As brothers, like, I don't want to exclude nobody unless they show themselves. Like, it's one thing when you're obviously on some BS, so it's easy to identify you. Okay, you just on the BS and you real with it pretty much, and it's like, I don't rock with you because of how you move, so I can accept that. But it's when you have situations with guys you agree with, like y'all kind of have an agreement on certain topics. I think some of us may believe that makes us brothers or makes us friends, and honestly, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we didn't come in expecting to just be buddy brothers with everybody, because we came in, I mean, we were just doing our thing. We didn't know nobody. We just kind of came in dropping content, and whoever supported it. We had people from all over the spaces that I haven't seen since then when we was dropping video. They just came through and commented because they liked what we did. But I think as we kind of got ourselves, it's a difference between creating content that's similar and being in this space.
Right.
I think that's what was new to us. Like, actually being in the space of content creators that kind of have the same message to some degree. And what we starting to realize is those guys got personalities too. Those guys have ulterior motives too. They like, and you start to kind of see who goes along with the message. I mean, things that happen live on shows, things that happen in comment sections, things that happen in behind the scenes like the back chats, just a whole lot of things that come into play when it comes to this content creation thing. And everything that happened counts. What we're starting to see is you can't be so passive.
Right.
You can't be so passive. You can't let things you don't agree with go because you don't want to be the guy that stirs the pot. Yeah.
Hey, bro, them facts. And I think that's one of the reasons why. That's why we try our best to get brothers to understand ahead of time. Like, bro, we ain't here to kiss no ass, bro. Like, we not. Like, that ain't on the agenda for the 5100 podcast at all.
Right.
Our job is to let brothers and sisters know what it really is and speak our truth. Now, if we try our best to handle things in order. Mm-hmm. But we the type of men, if you got our number, you can call us and let us know, brother, you offended, and we can have the conversation. Right. But I think a lot of the things, when it happened on this camera in front of a lot of people, it's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. And sometimes as a man, you got to know when to drop the pride and when to stand on it.
Right. Ooh.
And the more and more we sit in these spaces, the more and more we understand a lot of brothers didn't go through man school fully. Some of them left early. Some of them flunked.
Right.
You know, and it's not no shot at nobody in particular, but because I'm not a perfect man. Mm-hmm. But I understand as a man, it's certain conversations that we got to be able to have amongst each other to really create this brotherhood. It ain't all going to be sparkling rainbow. Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough conversations that we got to have. Right. And that's one of the things that we seeing more and more in this space. A lot of the people are afraid to step up as a man and say that I'm wrong. To step up in a man and say, this person got a better platform than I got. This person got better subject than I got. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Right. They feel attacked. Like they feel like they don't, like we said this about Sir Hell. We feel that Sir Hell is more of a clean cut guy that's going to really break through the ranks. I don't feel any way about it.
Right.
It's just like, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Are we saying he's better than us? If you want to, break it down that way in your mind, but he's better at us in some things. That's for damn sure. But like guys get in this space and it's not even in space when I think about it, because it's like this in music. It's like this in arts and crafts type of thing, like painters, producers. Like I've seen it where they get this mentality, the scarcity mentality, where I'm even scared of some like competition. We be lying to ourselves if we said we weren't in competition.
Come on, man.
That's only on the content creator side of the game. Is this thing multifaceted, or are people here to just make money and be heard? Is that what it's about? Is it just about you being the voice? We saw that happen with Kevin. A lot of people had issues with Kevin because he wouldn't shout them out enough, or whatever the case may be. But was the message the most important? Was building the most important thing? Now, I can't speak about it because I don't know Kevin and I don't know the guys that had an issue with it. But from the outside looking in, a lot of people couldn't understand, hey, man, it's kind of a hierarchy to this shit. You know what I'm saying? This guy is in position to be front. You know what I'm saying? You got the flank. Like it's just different positions. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people in this space get upset when some people do one thing, or one person does another thing, or somebody doesn't do something the way you think it should be done. And it's instead of a phone call, or instead of just reaching out to the person.
Right. A DM.
Right. It's just I'm gonna attack it. And it's like, I don't know what that works when it comes to being brothers, when it comes to creating. And maybe we just got the wrong impression. Maybe people in this space, maybe not enough people in this space care about actually having a brotherhood, actually having a select group of brothers that have somewhat of the same principles and can hold each other accountable and stand on business. Maybe we were confused about that, because what we're starting to see, man, is like, I don't know, man. It's seeming like reality TV.
Yeah, bro. And the more and more you watch it, the more and more you realize that it's garbage, and you don't understand why you watch it. You don't understand why you participate in it. And I think the biggest thing for me is we wouldn't care so much if content creators didn't say that they was trying to build a brotherhood back up.
Right.
It'll be different if you came out and told us, I'm just here to get my money. It's like, all right, cool. I know what this brother stand on. I
know to treat you. I know how to treat you.
But it's different when people tell us, and we see outside example that say, I want to build a network of brothers to really change our community. I want to build a network of brothers that we can all work together to do better. And then I see you do something completely opposite from that.
Right.
Now that's the thing. Go ahead, bro. You got to go.
I ain't gonna forget. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's what we talk about all the time. You said it, bro. Accountability. You have to be able to hold your brother accountable, and he got to be able to hold you accountable. That's the only way we grow as brothers, as men. This man held me accountable many times. I didn't hold him accountable many times, but we still locked in at the 5100 podcast.
Facts.
CJ can have conversations about stuff I don't know nothing about. He done been in the streets. I haven't. I don't look at him like, ugh, he can talk about street shit and I can't. Come on, bro. That's strengths working off each other. I can talk about the church life, growing up as a church and God and Christ guy. Like,
and then, or you could have the mentality, now I'm gonna start talking bad about the street niggas because I'm not able to talk about the street niggas.
Come on, man.
Not because you have an actual issue with the street lifestyle and what it does. You just upset because you can't do what this person can do.
Come on,
and we're seeing it. Yep. We're seeing it in this space. And I'm gonna bring up an example, and I'm gonna say a name, right? The situation with podcasts. I don't even care about why things went left. It is what it is. People feel how they feel. Whatever goes on, people feel away. I'm all for that. But the way he went about it, the way he threw dirt on my name, and the way he disrespected me, that's how I took it. It was a sign of disrespect, right? He's the same guy that would say, I'm for men's empowerment. He's the same guy that would say, I'm a male advocate. And I'm not saying he's not, but when you do things like that, it makes you question. It is what it is. And that's why when I called his phone, any guy that knows me in this space, if I didn't like something you said, I disagree with what you did, I called you. And I left it at that. And I'm starting to see that this space is like creating a different monster. I don't know if it's because it's the cameras and the mics and live chats and super chats. Maybe it's too much. I don't know.
Nah, bro, and I even say it like this, bro. At the end of the day, when it comes down to stuff like that, is that really what you want?
Right.
Do you really want to create this network? Like, let's be for real. Mm-hmm. Do you really want to create a network of brothers that work together to accomplish something? Or do you say that to then take advantage of them same brothers?
The algorithm. Are you saying it for the, they say do it for the gram. Are you niggas doing it for the algorithm? You know what I'm saying? like that's the question I got, because I mean, even to your point, bro, with the subjects we cover, a lot of them are not sexy. We don't do sexy topics. If it happens to be sexy, then it's just sexy. But that wasn't our intention. Bro, we have over almost 300 videos. And we got 106 podcast episodes for people to listen to. We've talked about men's mental health from the very beginning. With the issue of Scrappy and his mother the other night. That show was covered the night that clip came out, that everyone was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't get a lot of fanfare, which is fine. But when people say things like nobody else is covering it, it's like, are you not paying attention? It's those type of things. It's because I'm not with the bigger labels in this space, the bigger heads in this space. You know what I'm saying? What really matters to y'all? And this is what we're tying this in the brotherhood, because when you say you rock with a brother, when you say I believe in what you're doing. When you say I agree with this because this is the same way I feel, why is the support not there for that brother? I'm not saying it's a super chat. I'm not saying it's a like button. Whatever support is to you, why are you not doing it? And this is a problem in our community overall. We don't want to support the conscious rapper. We don't want to support the woman that ain't showing her hips and ass and titties. You know what I'm saying? If she's showing titties, she getting 100 super chats in the channel on her channel. It's like, what are we really about? And are we actually trying to create something? Are we actually trying to make a better situation and create different narratives for black men? Or are we just saying that because black men are here and they want to send a super chat when you say what they want you to say? That's what I'm starting to question heavily now, bro. Because the more and more I'm seeing people flip-flop and people go against, like, the beefs in this space is ridiculous.
Thanks.
Like that makes no. If we're saying that black women won't follow our lead, what do you think that they're thinking when they see brothers beefing over the smallest and most minuscule and just irrelevant shit?
Stuff that really don't even change anything. I'm talking about the smallest of things we have fallouts about. And that's one of the things that's so disappointing. When we can't even sit down as men and talk, why we expect our children to respect when we talk? Why we expect our women to respect us when we talk? We gotta be man enough to say, brother, I was wrong here. I apologize.
Facts.
Let's get back to work. It's so, see, I think what it is, bro, is when these personalities have an ego, anything you do to bruise that ego, brotherhood go completely out the window, because now it's just, these guys did me wrong. Did you talk to them? Did you get an understanding?
Right. And one thing, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, we gotta get past, he made me look bad, and understand why. What happened, bro? Hey man, we lost connection. And like CJ said, one of the things that I hate asking people to support the 5100 podcast.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason why, bro. When people hear support, the first thing they think is money. They asking for money. They want us to give them money. It's like, it's more ways to show support than money. Do we appreciate the cash apps, the super chats? Yes. All that money put back into the business to make this better.
Right.
But if you really for the message, if you really want to see this podcast grow, if you really want to build a network of brothers, do you share the episode?
Yep.
Do you like the episode? Mm-hmm. Do you comment under the episode? We don't beg, but the people that's in this space that the 5100 podcast rock with, you know the 5100 podcast rock with you. You see us in the chat. You see us in the panel. You see us becoming members. You see us super chatting. It ain't no way around that. And what we trying to make clear tonight is all of us have to do that. Brotherhood has to be mutual. It can't be one-sided to let, bro, all us go on the so-and-so channel, we gonna make him pop. And then we gonna lead her and make him pop. And then we gonna, cause now you got 10 popping channels to where YouTube and Facebook can't deny us in the algorithm no more.
I mean, brother,
I gotta take a break.
Yeah, your top about to blow off, but I'm gonna say this, bro. What you're saying is 100% facts, because I remember when this space first started. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a lot of the guys, pushing each other. And then when the community tabs came out, you would see guys share another person's live stream that's about to start. Like, I make sure when I go on somebody's show, I don't do it every time, but when I go on somebody's show, I try to make sure I post it in the community tab and be like, catch me over here at so-and-so show. Just so the people that we got up under our subscribership, up under our membership, see it and go support it. Because it's not as simple as, God damn it, it's not as simple as I say I rock with them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show it. Your expectations are different. People look at you as somewhat of a leader if you have a channel. Whether you know it or not, you're viewed that way. So you got to lead by example. We keep talking about what other communities do. And I'm telling you, I watch these other channels. I watch what they're doing. They're not making it a point to be like, we got to work together. They just doing it.
Thanks.
They just sharing each other's content, reacting to each other's content, hopping on each other's panels, having conversations. Now, we do that in this space to an extent. So I'm not trying to say it's not being done. I'm saying it's not enough. We got to go extra hard. What we've been taught since we was kids. Since you a black boy, a black girl in America, you got to work twice as hard. Why we keep fighting that? We don't give it to ourselves, bro. And that's why we end up losing. And brothers, we hold ourselves more accountable because we do view ourselves as the lead. Everything me and Tez have ever talked about, I promise you, when we have our issues and complaints about women, we always end up saying, but it always go back to the head. Hey. It always do. No matter what we talk about, it always go back. Of course, women got their own accountability for what they do. We can't hold them accountable. They got to hold themselves accountable. But as a man, I know what I can tolerate, what I won't tolerate. So who does it ultimately fall on? Me.
And bro, that's one of the biggest things. Bro, we didn't come in this space to be the forefront of brotherhood. But if we got to take that role on, we'll do it, bro. We talk about this all the time, bro. We willing to take the nails in the hand, in the feet, the bullets, the cross, whatever. Right. To get brothers to understand we stronger together than we are apart.
And let me say this as I got a criticism. IXL is constantly sharing people content on Instagram.
Facts.
Constantly making his own clips, sharing it and posting it just to show love to content creators. That's what I'm talking. It's that type of energy.
Yep.
We've done reaction videos to content creators. It's that type of energy that's gonna get us, that's gonna really create the brotherhood we talking about. Go ahead, Tim.
And see then, bro, I don't believe IXL do that because he trying to come up. I believe he do that because he with the message for real.
Yep.
And bro, like you said, bro, we not pandering to nobody. We not asking, we ain't begging people for nothing. All we saying is, if you want to create this real network of brothers, act like I'm really your brother. Don't tell me, show me. Like this brother right here then showed me multiple times that that's my brother.
Right.
I didn't have to ask him to show me. That's why, bro, when we do the thing that we do, when we hop on these paddles, when folk come in, or we in people chat, bro, them people in it, a lot of the time they don't invite us, we just be there. And I
don't need no invitation.
I don't. Like, I'm not even trying to put this brother on the spot. The Mouse Network.
Come on.
When me and Mouse talked behind the scenes a couple of times. Bro, Mouse didn't beg me to come on our show. Mouse didn't say, bro, I could really benefit from being on y'all show. I said, Mouse, bro, I think you talented. And I think your channel can be much better. Let me introduce you to the 5100 podcast subscribers. I ain't asked this brother for no money. I ain't asked for him to hop on, go through these minute hoops. It was, I see something in you, bro. Come to the 5100 podcast. Let us introduce you to our people, and hopefully you can get over to your 1,000 so you can start making money. So your message can be louder. We ain't charge him nothing for that. That's what real brotherhood is.
Right.
We got guys that got way more influence than us in the city, but they come and talk to us about building.
Go on, put a name on them.
Bring TV. Bring TV is a brother that got way more influence than the 5100 podcast, way more money than the 5100 podcast. But if we ask this brother to come on the panel, if he can make it, he there.
He coming. Let me pull him up just on the strength, so y'all can see this man. I want y'all to see who this guy is. You see that followers? 31,000 people follow this man. I want y'all to see what this brother is really doing, right? This man is coming on his show. He rubbing elbows with Pinky, nigga. This man rubbing elbows with Pinky. And that hadn't got to his head once. The brother just showed love from day one. That's what we talking about. It don't cost nothing to keep it real, bro. It don't cost nothing to support each other. Now, if you don't believe in what somebody's doing, you think they're a problem to the community, well, I'm not saying force it. But if you actually agree with this person, you actually support this person's message, why are you not sharing it? And I wanna reach out to some of the people that came in the chat again towards the end. We really not looking, so I want to give y'all some shouts out. We're getting right back to it. Shout out to Jay Ali because she became a member on our channel. I remember when she did it. Came and showed love. You know what I'm saying? She don't have a community tab yet, but feel free to drop y'all channels when I'm live for sure. But we never do that. Like because we not there for us. We always there to show y'all love, man. Especially when we rock with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Big Bad Bull, haven't seen you in a minute, brother. Glad to have you in the building. I always do his thing too as far as supporting and dropping links. So and he busy. That's a busy brother. I ain't gonna lie. That man is probably on 100 channels, literally. You know what I'm saying? But I think that was it that popped in. The Sousa popped
Mouse
in.
Network.
Yeah, Mouse Network popped in. We just talked about Moss. My boy said Ted's preaching. Ted tends to do that, man. Ted, he tends to put on the diamond link cuffs and get the preaching.
Gotta start bringing my towel in, man.
Shout out to Miss Curb. That's somebody I invited to the show. Came through and showed love. Thank you for coming through, love. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. We got some cooking to do. But that's all. I just wanted to acknowledge y'all, but we back to not looking at the chat, man.
Yeah, bro, I did want to hit on something right quick, and I think something else that's important that we do. We acknowledge these brothers behind the scenes as well.
Yep.
Like, bro, one thing I can say about CJ, bro. CJ gonna make sure to get in contact with these brothers. CJ gonna make sure that when we have these conversations, if something go left, I can call this brother and reach out to him.
Yeah.
We gotta be at the same stuff that we talking about now. These meetings can't be here. We gotta be able to have these meetings behind the scene, whether it's calling in the back chat, because in order to build a community up, bro, we gotta keep pushing this thing forward. It can't be just for show. It can't be just for entertainment. And I think that's what's starting to get mixed up, bro. When I sit back and look at it, I think that's what's really happening. I think we starting to merge, or it always has been, merging entertainment in with the business, with the building. Like, you know how, like we you know how you will say, shout out to so and so for being here, shout out for so and so for being here, but you don't drop their channel, or you don't even tell people that they got a channel, or you don't even tell people that they content creators. Hold on. You see this in it, man, Drea, we ain't forget about you, bro. That's why we trying to turn the chat off. It's not because we ain't trying to acknowledge everybody. It's because we really wanted to have this conversation. We did see you though, bro.
Yeah, we saw you. So hello, Mandrill.
Right. How are you?
Jesus Christ. And look at this food. Acknowledge the troll. See, this is why the show's over, people. But shout out to Dusto. He says, acknowledge the troll Illuminati. Hey. He's forced us to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So the troll Illuminati has definitely been acknowledged, and we're going to get to that money since we acknowledge it.
Get to that money. Let's get to that money, 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 let's get to that A, let's get to that money, 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 let's get to that A.
All right, we back out the comment section, y'all.
Right.
we doing this for we should have turned it off. We should have.
We didn't even think about it.
We just wanted to get the cooking, man. Go ahead, Tez.
Right.
Let's get back to it. We're not dropping the link, y'all.
Right.
Cause we kind of we wanted to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the guys that we invited to the show, we just wanted y'all to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a PSA for us too. We talking to ourselves too. You know what I'm saying? So this really wasn't something we were trying to do a joint panel with. So our apologies, but this one we didn't feel it was necessary.
Right, and we not gonna, we wasn't planning on long stroking y'all either.
Yeah,
like this ain't gonna be a 3-4 hour junk. We just want this. We just want to. For me, bro, I know one of the messages that I wanted to bring here is men gotta stop talking and start walking.
Ah man, look,
like, bro, it's we bro. What on the podcast that just dropped? I said we don't need clappers. We need guys that will lock an arm in arm with us to say, let's get this done. Yep. I'm tired of clappers, bro. Yep. I used to be one. I know what it's like to be scared and not want to jump all the way in there. Yeah. Yep. I know what that's like to just sit back and be like, man, bro, preaching.
I wish I could do that.
Come on.
It's this bravery. It's like, no, nigga, it can be you if you just grow up there.
That's it.
Right.
You gotta understand, when you really got brothers that's for real, you ain't got to worry about all the other stuff.
Right.
Because we gonna be the first line of defense. Now you gotta handle your business. Man. Right. Go ahead. You got it.
It's like sports, man. You gotta have a fortified circle. Like, I don't need 300-pound linemen trying to go play wide receiver. Like, I need you to play your position, and I need you to get the other guys that play something like your position in line. Yes, and we got to be a cohesive unit. Like, that's why I love football so much, because there's 11 people on the field on one side of the ball at one time. That's a lot of communication, understanding, working together. But we do it for sports.
Right.
We don't want to do it when it comes to this type of stuff. It's happening, but it's too small of a scale. And one thing I will say, when we do see stuff that we don't agree with, we have to speak on it. And that's something we were hesitant about because we don't want to cause issues, but actually we do. We want to stir the hornet's nest when we got stuff that we believe is detrimental to our community. Like having pages and channels strictly to cause dissension between us as people. I can't support that. Who am I talking about? I'm only speaking for me. Fight Club. Shit like that is not good for us. That's, even though that's a business and that's a brother doing what he does to get his money, I'm not gonna go flag him. I'm not gonna, call him a BAN. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna beat him down, but I don't agree with the message. It's tearing us down. It's literally tearing us down. So men got to speak to that.
Right.
That's our job. A woman ain't got to do that. There's no way a woman in these spaces should be scared to go to somebody's page because they feel like they're gonna be attacked. Mm-hmm. That ain't her fault. She shouldn't go, true enough. But what space is that man creating for her? You see what I'm saying? It's like if we can't keep talking about how there's a difference between the sexes, but have the argument like we believe in equality. We don't. None of us believe in equality. Let's just be real. Let's stop the cap. Let's stop having by that logic, let's stop having that conversation. Let's just, because it doesn't matter. A woman should be treated like a woman. A man should be treated like a man. When a woman comes to our space, we do show her a little different of a treatment. Not better, just different.
Yeah.
That's all we saying, bro.
And I'm with you, bro. That's why for the 5100 podcast, when we had these conversations where we can involve women, we be wanting y'all here. We can learn stuff from each other. And that's right. The thing. CJ made a great point. If women are afraid here, it's because you finna come up here with some foolery and we gonna call it out. We gonna do the same with brothers. The treatment is the same. The respect is the same. But we gotta understand that yes, y'all receive stuff different from us. It's a whole. We understand that, like CJ said, yes, we might loosen up a little bit.
Right.
The medicine is the medicine.
Right. It's still the medicine. Like if
Facts.
you come up talking about you a woman, and my response is,
"What woman, sir? This here is a hoe."
I can't lie. You an OnlyFans model. I mean, what you want me to do?
Perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
But bro, them facts though, and that's the thing, bro. As brothers, you really gotta understand that when we don't do this, other people come in and build. That's why when I sit back and I watch other channels that don't look like us growing, it puts me in the mindset that we talk that we want this, but none of us willing to put in the work. CJ, can I get the solo right quick? Because I feel a word coming on. I feel a word coming on. Let me get the solo. Let me get the solo. I'm a solo myself. Hold on. Let me get that going right there.
I got you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got to stop looking at other people and other communities and saying, man, we need to get like them. What can we do to get like them? And then you got a brother that got a channel that's maybe smaller than yours or maybe bigger than yours. And y'all can't work together, not because you don't agree, but because he bigger than me and I look down on him. When we talk about team, it can't be big eyes, little you.
Come on.
You gotta understand that in order for that person to become a big eye, somebody was pushing him to get there. When we talk about this space particularly, is not enough pushing up, but it's a whole lot of pushing down. You can't talk about brotherhood and then push down your brothers. You can't talk about building a community and then you go and tear down another man's page or another man's message. You can disagree with it, that's one thing. But disagreeing and then trying to pull down another man's message and page, that's a whole nother thing. Bro, it's people in this space that I don't agree with. It's people that's in the podcast world that I don't agree with. But I ain't never said to myself, what can I do to sabotage this brother channel? What can I do to pull his audience away from him and pull them over to the 5100 podcast? And you want to know why I didn't do that?
Why not?
Because them fans, them subscribers, gonna be just like they was with him. All it's gonna take is somebody else to pull them to another channel.
Like, and here's a reason. Yeah, now y'all have heard us say we're not interested in fans.
Facts.
Right? We don't want fans. A lot of y'all don't understand words. Fan is short for fanatic. I'm only a fanatic about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Memphis Grizzlies and things that I feel that I might not. Oh shit!
You were naming teams, so
I thought you was gonna eat the chips. Okay, all right. So I'm not a fan of most people. Like and I don't expect you to just be a fanatic of what we do. I appreciate respect, appreciation. I appreciate what you do for us as watchers of our content. You know, subscribers, supporters. I like to call people supporters and subscribers. That's how I view it. Because I won't even call you a fan. Because what that does, it happened with Charleston White. When we had that situation with Charleston White, what his fans did was come put their nose in some shit that they know nothing about. We actually sat a foot away from the man, shook hands, embraced the man. We know what he is. You've never met him. and you coming in comment sections threatening people. We don't support that fuckery. But even with that, I'm not going to go flag that brother's channel.
Nope.
Because he created a lane for himself. That's what America's supposed to be about. We got to vote with our feet. If we don't want to be there, move that way. I don't watch him. I don't watch Fight Club. I don't appreciate what they do. I'm going to say that, but I'm not going over there to be like, y'all need to stop this or go. Nigga, people, they have thousands of people watching. They want to do that, fine. We got our motive over here. And the brothers like Sir Hell, Black Man Unfiltered, Mandrell, the World Class, I'm going to say that we got to tighten up. It's just the truth. We don't do enough together. And I don't mean just the show. I mean ideas. I mean actually putting something together. And we've had an example of it, and it went horribly left.
Yep. Because
people wouldn't respect it. Because we're not used to having to have to respect each other. That's the truth.
Thanks.
So we gotta create a precedent, bro. And that's why I told World Class, I'm done playing and joking on panels and stuff like that, because I want people to understand we serious, bro. Like I did that, I want to show you some of my personality, but if my personality is gonna make people feel like they can disrespect us, then fuck it. We'll just keep it straight down the middle, because the message is much more important.
And that's the thing. When we had these conversations, when we leave, when we in this line, that didn't change.
Facts.
We feel the way we feel because we know that things can be better. And we believe we got a circle of men that can take all of our skills together and elevate all ships.
Facts.
That's supposed to be the key. I don't care about being the leader. The 5100 podcast don't have to be the leader. If we
lead our families, bro. We got leadership positions over here.
Right. If we gotta be in the forefront, we'll do it. But I'm not pulling down this guy channel to say that I'm the leader, because I don't give a damn about being the leader. I care about the message. I care about all of us being 100,000 or millionaires and actually building this community that we say we want to build. But in order to do that, brothers gotta drop their pride, gotta drop their ego, gotta drop their subscriber count, the money that they make yearly, and be like, I don't care about none of that. What can I do to help these brothers? And I ain't just talking about y'all from us. We talking about us from y'all as well.
And I'm gonna say something. Black Man briefly mentioned that he was doing Letterman jackets for his boys. I forgot to send him the money. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen. But you know what we can do to change that? Black Man did a show with deaf women on his show where they were communicating in sign language, right? That was just a way to show another part of life, right? We should have a show dedicated to getting them boys them jackets. Us as men, and Black Man necessarily shouldn't have to do it. We should be able to reach out to Black Man and say, look, we got so and so over here. I'm in a football city myself. It's we're thinking too inside the box, bro.
Yeah.
We're thinking too inside the box. We can be doing much more. And that's not just, we're not pointing out. We pointing around and that circle come right back to us.
Right.
We got to do better, bro. Because we competing. Let's just keep it real. We competing as black men. And we have to step up our game. Because we have the tools to do better. I was in the barbershop today. I told you, man, that conversation was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy in the barbershop today. But it was needed. And you had brothers in there from every walk of life, from street niggas to bank workers to corporate workers to entrepreneurs to other barbers that cut hair for celebrities, all types of just sharing information, bro. And putting us on game. And we had the difficult conversation. We actually had the millennial and Gen X conversation in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? But getting to a place, trying to understand each other. We do have to understand each other before we can ever create these platforms we're talking about.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, bro, it's time out for the beef. It's time out for the subliminal ass messages. Call my phone, bro. Everybody I had an issue with, I mentioned their name today. Call my phone. Bro, we got to be better than that. We can't, clown dudes we don't like in the space and then go do the same goddamn behavior.
Facts. And that's one of the things, bro. If you can't reach out to us by phone, DM us, bro. We read it. We willing to talk. It's not about us being the big dogs. We don't care about that. It's areas that you can be better in than us. What can we do to strengthen this brother, and what can he do to strengthen us? That's right. What make you strong, bro. And I think for me, this will probably be one of my last points.
Okay.
One of the biggest disappointments in my life was realizing a friend, a brother that I had almost, 20 years wasn't really my brother. We ain't fall out over money. We fell out because I realized our brotherhood didn't mean more to him than his addiction to drugs and alcohol. Now, a lot of y'all might be like, man, bro, that's a demon. He was hooked. He can't. I get that. But this is a brother that told me, I want our kids. He was a white guy. I want our kids to grow up and play and don't look at color. Man, bro, I want us to grow up, sit back in the rocking chairs and watch our kids run around. And as your brother, man, I'm willing to do whatever, bro. I'll support the podcast. And I told him, bro, I'll support the business that you got going on. And he let something divide. He let something break that up. Me and this brother haven't talked in 2 years, and that was my friend since kindergarten of elementary school. All the way, I'm 35 now. Me and this brother stopped talking when I was 33. Because I realized it wasn't about brothership. It wasn't about us being brothers. I was the financial guy he could lean on when he wanted pills. I was the guy that when he was going through shit with his wife, I could be that emotional sponge. It was never a brothership there. It was, I can use him for this purpose and say that we brothers. And I want to let every brother that's watching this know, every podcaster, every YouTuber, whatever you watching this on right now, it is shown. It has to be something that you do, not that you say. As extreme as that example was for that former brother, it don't even have to be that nowadays. Brotherhood has to be mutual. It can't be one-sided. Like, bro, I don't have one. If I realize a friendship one-sided, we ain't friends and it's about to end. We ain't got time for that in this space. We got to be able to pull each other up. Facts. And bro, you made a great point. And like I said, I ended at this. Black man, what you doing with them jackets, just like CJ said, bro, we can all get behind what you doing. The dads on duty, did we not reach out to them brothers? We reached out to them because we want to show them if it's anything that we can do to help, we willing to do it.
Facts.
Brother Josh Nelson.
Facts.
Anything you need us to do, we willing to do. We'll get in the prototypes, even if they ain't safe, bro. We'll get in them.
And we put our money behind his promo.
Facts.
Like to promote his show on our podcast. He ain't asked us to do it. And we not saying we did it to flex. We know what? Yeah, we are. Because that's the type of flex we need to be doing. Flexing, supporting each other. We put money behind it and hollered unapologetically Memphis, who gave us a nice price, I might add, because we work together. Thanks. It's a damn network. And we're not doing enough of that. But I want to show y'all this clip really quickly, and then I'm going to leave with our final thoughts. I want to show them this right quick.
Oh, I know immediately where somebody's at. how's it going with so-and-so? I just love the way they make me feel. I love what they do for me. I love the way they talk to me. Are any of those things bad? No, but that isn't love. You're getting a need met from this person that you're addicted to. This is like the serial dater does this, because the real love part kicks in when that emotion wears off. And then it's like, as soon as the emotion wears off, it's like, oh, I'm going to dump this person and go back and find somebody who will meet that emotional cycle again. That's not love. That's being addicted to a biochemical reaction that feels really fucking.
And look, the reason I wanted to play that, because in order for us to be brothers and have a brotherhood and have a network, love got to be there. But love is not one way. Brotherhood has to be mutual. We tied that right back on around. Brotherhood has to be mutual. It's just like when you have an issue, call my phone. When you have an idea, call me. Let's figure something out. Me and Tez have made the most impossible things happen with our schedule because we wanted to get it done.
Yes, sir.
It was a simple call. Me and Tez got to get better. I promise we're not pointing at y'all. We just saying it because ain't nobody else wanting to say this. This ain't being said. Because we keep looking at, well, our subscribers are going up. My money is going up. Congratulations. I'm not knocking no man for getting his money and being more successful. But don't talk that brotherhood shit. That's all I'm saying. If your whole goal is to be successful, if that's your ultimate goal as far as the content that you pushing, just go ahead and unfollow us. Go ahead and just take our numbers out your phone, whatever the case may be. Because, bro, we don't make enough money from what we're doing to keep doing it.
Right.
We actually care about brothers. We actually want to see a difference. Go down our catalog, bro. Go down our catalog. You will see it. It's not even hard to see. We having conversations. We got you know what? Fuck it. Let's pull it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna show y'all something right quick.
So CJ, while you getting that pulled up, bro, I will say this too. I think one of the things that me and CJ pride ourselves on so much is whether y'all lock on with us or not, we gonna do it. We gonna find an audience. We gonna find a brotherhood that really want to step side by side with us, because we really believe that it's men out here that want this. It's men out here that want to be better. It's men out here that want to build together. Now, whether they in this space, whether it's that list of names CJ called, we'll see that. But we not gonna stop doing what we doing. And CJ, hey, you got it, bro. You rolling it down now.
Yeah, so we got episodes like Doubts of the Prince. Tez, what was that about?
Doubts of the Prince was about me being the oldest son and taking over for my father when he passed. Not his land, not his kingdom. Everything that he had, what can Tez do to make it better for the next generation, the one that's up under me? And sometimes I have doubts on whether I'm man enough to do that or not. That was a podcast that I did, bro.
Okay. What about pushing away the dark side?
Pushing away the dark side. That was when it done been time when I done been upset, bro, where I didn't really want to spaz. That's the reason why I stay away from beef. I stay away from beef because I want to be there for my son instead of behind bars, because I want to prove to somebody how bad I am. But CJ, let me hit you with a counter. What about why my dad left? What was that one about, brother?
It was the conversation that many black men need to have concerning the situation of being raised by a single mother. And I wanted to have that conversation because a lot of brothers don't know how to have it. The pain they deal with, the hurt they deal with, the abandonment that they may feel, or the confusion that their mother may have put into their head. I wanted to be vulnerable. I wanted to be courageous. So I flew up to Nebraska when it was snowing to sit down with my dad and have the most difficult yet liberating conversation I've ever had in my life.
So CJ, you got one more on this list that I can see. The pain that I don't show. Now, for y'all that don't know, this one was a very transparent conversation, bro. You want to give them a little bit of that?
Yeah. So this happened after I got into a physical altercation with a family member that basically tried to belittle me as a man. It was a woman, right? And I gave it to the people in a way that was raw. I recorded it that same night it happened. Didn't have no bullet points. Didn't do hardly any editing. I just put it out there because I know that there are brothers that go through it. And come to find out, a month later, Scrappy has a situation with his mother. We've been ahead of this curve, man. We give a damn. Let me get this solo right quick. Hold on. We give a damn. Brothers in the barbershop gave me the best compliment that me and Tez get all the time. They tell us they appreciate your passion. Like, where you get this passion from? Because I want to see black men win. I want to see black men lead. I want us to be the kings that we claim we used to be. By any means necessary. That's why we promised and we've kept it. We refuse to beef with black men. It's not happening. We're not going to put that bad mark on our permanent record, bro. All that shit matters. So at the end of the day, the content we put out, some might be controversial. Some may feel away. You might feel away when you hear it. But we do what we do strictly out of belief. Strictly out of aligning ourselves with principles and morals that we stand on when this camera turn off, when this mic turn off. We live by this shit, man.
And that's the thing, bro. Man. That'll never change. The 5100 podcast, we do it. We gonna keep doing it. It's not about the money. We appreciate every single super chat. We hope we get more in the future. But ultimately, what it come down to is the message. And we say this all the time. We can't have people that's afraid to say what we saying if you believe. If you really believe what we say is A1, if you really believe what we trying to do is going to help brothers, show the support, share an episode, like, comment, subscribe, have these conversations with your brothers and say, hey, bro, this podcast right here, hey, bro, have you seen the 5100 podcast?
What's wrong with plugging your brothers?
Right.
Plug
have you
them.
seen Sir Hale? Have you seen Black Man? Have you seen who else? Dusto, Tommy B? Have you seen my Poppy Blanco?
Have you seen Poppy Blanco? Yes. I'm telling you, we have shared every one of these guys. We have at least shared one time on our Instagram page. Added them on Facebook so we can make sure we see them there too. Share, comment. Sometimes you might not have time to hit the share. Just hit like.
Facts.
It counts, even if nobody else sees it. You know who always sees their likes for the most part? The person that created the post.
Facts.
It's the support, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's my final thoughts, bro. You can give yours and we can wrap this thing up.
Yeah, man. My final thoughts is, brothers, a rising tide lifts all ships. But we gotta be men enough to say, regardless of how this person is, regardless of their message, they channel, if I can agree, if we can work together to build this up, let's build it up. Because Mandrea got a skill that I don't have. Black David got a skill that I don't have. CJ got a skill that I don't have. Tommy B, Dusto, Black, we all got skills that the other one don't. So what happens when you merge all these skills together? Now we are a much stronger unit because it was a problem that Tez can't fix. But I got a whole circle of brothers around me that might be able to fix my issue. And if they can fix the issue on my side, I might be able to fix the issue on theirs. All we doing is being that rising tide that lift all ships. But we got to do it. Got to stop talking. We don't need clappers. We need workers.
Facts.
That's it for me.
And on that note, We're gonna wrap this thing up. So for your guy CJ100,
You got to is the fire.
we are the 5100 podcast. You dig.
Two G's.